It's Saturday Night Live. I'm Megan DiMartino, and I am here in my new office and studio, and very excited about being here with you. And tonight we're going to be speaking about mindset and staying focused, the really focused mindset. No more, guys. It's a decision. No more. No more. Are you going to say tomorrow? Tomorrow is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. God's gift to us is today. That's why it's called the present. And God has given us such focused word. Romans 12:2, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The battlefield is in the mind, guys. I want to just help you stay focused because no matter what, today, for instance, um, well, first off, it's been 100 plus degrees for weeks now, and maybe over a month. Probably this is August 15th, so could be since end of June, really, maybe early July. So really a month and a half. And it's really debilitating. I mean, it's exhausting and it's you don't want to go outside, but you need to do, like I've been moving in the middle of all this heat. So the bottom line is you have to keep moving. You have to stay focused, that focus mindset. Reason I bring up the heat is that today I went out to my car. Yep. And the air conditioner isn't working. Oh, goodness gracious. And it's 100 degrees. And so what's interesting is that I kind of sensed there was something wrong with it last week. I was out of town at a LifeWave conference, came back and the air conditioners, so it had sat there for 3 or 4 days, and it stopped, not so much, but meaning the blower was blowing and then stopped. This, you could feel the air, but it just wasn't working and regulating properly. So I went to the dealer on Monday and they were like, well, it could be this, it could be that, and it's XYZ to do a, investigation. And I was like, well, I'll be back. So, I mean, I didn't have an appointment. So today, total not. And so it was interesting because I was working in my home and I just sensed that I was supposed to go have my car wash. I had thought about it earlier because when it's hot, it gets so dusty and sandy and ishy. And so I don't know, it's just this drive that I needed to go and have my car washed. Focused mindset, listening to that still quiet small voice. And so I had errands to do, so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go back out in this air conditioned car in this heat. And so I went to the car wash that I have a membership at, and it was almost closing time for them actually. And this young man was still under the bays where they vacuum, and he went, come on in. Anyway, I said, my air conditioner is not working. So it just stopped today. So he said, oh, thank you. And that was that. I was inside and he came running in saying, my friend is a mechanic. He runs XYZ auto shop. And, he could really do a diagnostic because it started and it could be the compressor, but it might just need spark plugs. And so he said, we'll come over. Come over. Oh, my goodness. So they're coming over tomorrow. If I had not gone then, almost closing time, focused mindset, focused. Now, also, when I got in my car and it was not working, talking about the air conditioner, guys, I'm in Texas. Welcome in. I'm Megan, and this is the Propel Expansion Saturday Night Edition. And we're talking about focused mindset, that it is not about tomorrow, it's about today. Stop procrastinating. Put that focused mindset on what you want to do, how you want to do it, and don't stop. And I was sharing, as you guys were coming in, that my car, I saw, felt, experienced, whatever word you want, that the air conditioner was having some challenges. And um, it's been over 100, low hundreds, but regardless, high 90s, low hundreds every day for 2 months. And so it's just very, very dry, very hot, very debilitating. And, when I say debilitating, it's like, oh, yeah, yeah, you don't want to even go out. But I had a lot of things to do. And so I just had this, that I had to have my car washed. I could have gone tomorrow, I mean, it's not a big deal. But I pulled in and it was almost closing time and for this car wash that I have a membership at. And so this guy was kind of sweeping up the bays, getting ready to finish the day. And he motioned to come in. And I said, the air conditioner stopped working this morning. He said, oh, no problem. So anyway, took the car in and whatever. So I'm sitting in the lobby of the car wash, and he comes running in and saying, what do you call it? The air conditioner started and then stopped. It could be the compressor, could be just merely the spark plugs. My partner is a mechanic and he runs XYZ, and we could possibly come over. Anyway, if I had not gone there, this guy would not have, I would not have met this person. The dealer, it was so, kind of convoluted. Well, it could be this, it could be that. We spend $200 just to check it. $200 just to check it, come on. So that was Monday. So, you're always listening to that still, quiet, small voice guiding. I mean, I'll work it out some way, somehow, but tremendous challenges right now with so many different things going on. And the last thing I needed in 100-degree temperature was the air conditioner go out. But, and the point of the point is that focus mindset. I am not going to allow that to bring me down and frustrate me. Work on it. I'll take care of it somehow, some way, over time, even though I have a lot of things to do this week, business things, but business meetings that I have to drive to, and oh my gosh. But I'll work it out. Take an Uber, whatever. So it is that focus mindset. I just want to read some scriptures to you that, Philippians 4:8, think on things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. So, what that's really saying is that instead of thinking on, oh, my bank account is low, oh, I don't have the money for this, oh, da da da, just think about things that are going to expand your life instead of diminish your life. And you're going to attract that into your life. So it is about staying in that mindset. Think on things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable. Isaiah 26:3, God will keep in perfect peace those who are think on him. And so, God is always, and this is truth, truth, truth. It's about a relationship with God, not just by the rote or rules and regulations. It's about reading the word and getting to know God, praying, speaking, meditating, listening to that still, quiet, small voice. Just like being guided to the car wash, at 5:45 in the afternoon when they close at 6. That God knows more than we do, and to listen to that still, quiet, small voice. And lastly is Romans 12:2. God transforms our minds. Wait a minute. Oh, I know the scripture and I can't even read my handwriting. God transform you by the renewing of your mind. And that, again, it takes commitment, it takes thinking, it takes that mindset, thinking on positiveness, thinking on things that are going to uplift you versus pull you down. Now, as you guys are coming in, I hope that you've been with me before and have rung that bell so you receive a notification when I go live. This is the Propel expansion. I am here for you, often probably 3-4 nights a week, to help you understand that you too can start, scale, and sustain the business and life of your dreams. That it's never too early or too late to create that. You just have to make that decision. And there, I have a business program called Propel Your Business and Life Activation, and it is based on my 5 C's, which are non-negotiable: clarity, courage, confidence, commitment, and compassion. And clarity, that's what I'm speaking about here with a mindset, is that basically, if you're always thinking about negative thoughts, I'm never going to have enough money. I'm never going to lose weight. Oh my God, I can't do this. That's too far. I don't know anyone. I'm too old, too young, too everything. If you operate and your life from that place, you will do nothing. So it is that focused mindset on, as the word said in Philippians 4:8, think of things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. Keep it in your mind. And then those things are what you will attract. And so, but if you're always, one of the things that I think about in the fruits of the Spirit, and one of them is patience. Patience is not an easy thing for me because I'm a person that wants to get things done like that, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. But over time, I've had to recognize that it's not just about me, it's about you. And I would say, when I say moving, 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 it's patience with myself. But the bottom line is that energy giving out to others. So, for instance, I might be on the Starbucks drive up, and person who's behind the window, I mean, barely says anything, and hand you that screen, and you could get sucked into that. I'm using Starbucks. I mean, it could be anything, but you can get sucked into that energy, and give off that energy. So I try to focus on a different mindset, and say to that person, well, have a blessed day, or, oh, I love your whatever. Then the person looks at you like, wow. Because today most people do not take the time to listen, to speak, to share. I try, when I'm in the grocery, I try to stay focused, a focused mindset, and not just on me, on others. And, whether it's the gal that's checking out, read her badge, say her name, compliment something that she's doing, has done, said, whatever. And this one lady the other day, I mean, she was like a supersonic checker. I mean, she was so efficient. I was like, oh my goodness. And I just said, boy, you do a great job. And she went, oh, well, thank you. Meaning she just really was extremely efficient. So it's about paying attention. I shared that it's a little offshoot of focused mindset, but it's about focused mindset of others, not just yourself. Always being aware in that gratitude of a space. That gratitude chip, like I said, about clarity, courage, confidence, commitment, and compassion. That clarity of knowing what you want to do, how you want to do it, the why you're doing it is imperative. And that is applicable to anything. I mean, it's not just building a business, it's starting the day. I mean, being clear on that day, what you're doing. I'm looking at my necklaces here. I was sitting down and then got a little rumbled up. But anyway, just be mindful. Clarity, courage. Take that step. That's going to build that courage muscle. You know, I work with a lot of teams of people working with me with LifeWave non-transdermal stem cell activation patch. I've been working in the regenerative space for about 9 years, and what's interesting to me is about how, again, back to mindset. One of the aspects that I work so much every day with this team is that many of them have never interfaced with people, although I take that back. They have, but in different genres, not in quote unquote sales, if you want to look at it that way. It might be a school teacher, it could be, you know, an administrative person in the government, whatever. They just, you know, perceive themselves as not communicators with people. They believe in this product, they use this product, they love this product, they have had amazing, you know, testimonies for themselves, their family, their friends, but to share it with others is challenging. But so therefore it's a mindset of that you're not asking for something, you're sharing something. You're giving them the opportunity to know about this extraordinary science, this extraordinary endogenous photobiomodulation that activates your own stem cells non-transdermally. I mean, it's just extraordinary. But it takes knowing the information, yes, but it is also, and obviously using it. Because if you knew nothing and just used it and shared, because this is a relationship type of thing. I've always worked in everything. I mean, I'm an esthetician, I do skincare work, I've been an educator, a product developer, so I'm a communicator of information. To me, it's about information. Everything in life is about information. So that focused mindset. Positive begets positive, negative begets negative. And know that there's always hope and infinite possibilities just over the horizon. Take that first step. The second and third step will be revealed to you. Will be, promised. But if you don't take the step, it won't be. Build that courage muscle. That builds that confidence. Commit, then nothing will stop you. That's that commitment. Once you know that, and you know as you know, burn those boats, because this is what you're going to do. And compassion is compassion for yourself. So go to propel.megandimartino.com/info. You can spell my name here. As long as you spell it correctly, you can find that. propel.megandimartino.com/info. And that is my link tree. The Propel program is there, but also my Propel community, which is no charge. Just click it on and you'll receive so much daily message of inspiration and encouragement. We do summits and webinars and trainings. My podcast is there. My book, Hope and Possibilities Just Over the Horizon. My TED Talk. Many, many things. So go there. You'll receive so much. Join the Propel community. So I'll see you soon. But remember, stay in a focused mindset of positivity. Love you.